Alrighty, hey guys. Today I figured I'd do another handcuff review on something that's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing with a set of handcuffs. These are actually Thumbcuffs from the Chicago Handcuff Company. These came off of handcuffwarehouse.com, so I have very good reasons to believe that they're actually from I believe Handcuff Warehouse does actually brand these as their own, which, you know, they have two different pairs of Thumbcuffs on their website for the same price. Now, that's not the only two pairs of Thumbcuffs they have. They have, international Thumbcuffs, things like that. But these are their cheapest pair of Thumbcuffs. They have one from a brand named HWC and then Chicago, which they're both, at the time, they were $7.85, meaning that it was only $2.99 to ship them. So I went ahead and bought a pair because I haven't really seen a video on YouTube about it. And now, if you do plan on buying a pair of these to add to a collection like mine, I would check your local laws, because I know there are. I don't think they export them out of the country, out of the United States, as some countries, states, whatever, they have laws banning Thumbcuffs for some reason. So I would definitely check your local laws to make sure they're actually legal to possess, because I don't because I wouldn't just buy these and then get in trouble for them. So I actually ordered the HWC model, whatever that stands for. But they actually sent me these because the Chicago brand, were actually out of stock for some reason. But I mean, they were pretty much the same things, just different stamping on the metal. So it's not that big of a deal. So these come in the same kind of box that the Chicago handcuffs came in. Pretty basic, Model 500 Chicago handcuffs. I'll go ahead and let you read the back of them. This is where the actual instructions are. Single lock, double lock. It's a little bit different than a standard pair of handcuffs, but I'll go ahead and show you it all. And I like a little important note, as if you should already know that already. Keep cuffs single locked when not in use so that they can be ready for any emergency. And it shows Handcuff Warehouse, Chicago Handcuff, and then 2401 Colonial Avenue, Norfolk, Virginia, which is oddly the address that Handcuff Warehouse is located at, which probably explains why everything I order from them comes in very quickly, because it's only a few hundred miles down the road. I actually used to live down there. So anyways, I'll go ahead and take these out of the package. And one thing that these actually come with that their handcuffs don't come with is, there's the keys, is a little carrying case. It's actually kind of nice, I guess, because they probably don't. They figured that you probably wouldn't be able to find a carrying case for a pair of Thumbcuffs should you need one. I don't see any practical uses for these things because I'd never heard of a jail or any police using these things. I mean, it's kind of more of a torture and medieval thing. Because I have put these on. It's nothing. It's not bad, but it could, depending on how tight they are, they could do some damage, as they could block blood flow to your thumbs and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and open the little package. It's kind of cheap, but whatever. It was free, so I'm not going to complain about that. It's got a little belt loop that it's pretty strong. So these are the cuffs right here. They do look quite different than a pair of handcuffs. They're nice and thin. You could actually slip these in your back pocket if you wanted to. And notice that double keyhole kind of sort of thing. Now, before I get started, before I forget, I just wanted to mention that that you probably would want to use just a standard set of handcuff keys. That these two keys are what the actually no. Now that I think about it, I don't even think these actually included keys. But if they did, actually, yes, they did. They included these keys. That's right. I'm sorry. These keys were included, and these are just a standard set of cheap handcuff keys. Nothing special to them. And these are probably the only keys you'd want to use this pair with, because one thing I get asked all the time: why do I have a handcuff key on my key ring? And that's just, I guess, it puts a little peace of mind. Just in case I were to get, if the cops were to put me in handcuffs, I'm not stupid. I'm not going to try to get out using my handcuff key, but say, someone, a kidnapper or private security, whatever, try to put me in handcuffs, it's not going to work, no. That's why I always carry a handcuff key on me. So if you wanted to go ahead and use this Smith & Wesson handcuff key, it's not going to work. I mean, you can stick it in, but it's going to get stuck, and it's not really going to do much. I mean, it will unlock, but it's just not going to work. And I wouldn't force it because it could do some damage to your cuffs. So that's just a little warning. So on the pair of cuffs, they're actually very nice and shiny. I like it. But you can see, because they're nice and shiny, I like it. It says Chicago up here. On the back, nothing really. And then this is the double lock. Now I'll get to that in a second. But pretty much these cuffs, I mean, they're pretty straightforward. You stick the key in with the this little pin thing facing up. Turn it right, the right set's gonna open. Turn it left, the left set's gonna open. And they just got a single little pawl in there, or whatever you want to call it. You can see it right down there. This is the teeth. And then you got these little teeth up here to prevent you from slipping your fingers out, your thumbs out, because it is possible. But with with those, close these tight enough, not too tight. Like I said, that could cut off blood flow. I guess that's probably why they don't really use these things. But your skin would actually kind of get gripped on with that, and that's what would help keep these tight around you. Now, one thing about Chicago handcuffs, they are made in Taiwan. Just if you're big on American-made cuffs, these aren't for you. So, but I don't think there are any American-made thumb cuffs because they're not very widely used. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the double lock to you. Push that in, and the cuffs aren't gonna move at all. So it's more of a security, keep you safe. But to unlock the double lock, see, you stick it in this keyhole, it's not doing anything, and you're not gonna move them anywhere. So you actually have to stick in the other keyhole, this one up here. If I can actually get it, there we go. And turn it anyway. And you turn it halfway, and then they're unlocked. Now, when there is the double lock's not engaged, this literally can spin like this. Stick the key in far enough, you could actually spin it like a helicopter. If that fascinates you to do something like that. But yeah, that's the double lock. I'll go ahead and put this on my thumb real quick. Try to get it to where you can see. You can see this is what it would look like. You can see when I try to pull my thumb out, it kind of has that feeling of, okay, could I rip the bone or something out? So, you know, it's definitely not easy. It doesn't feel good. I wouldn't like to be wearing a pair of these things just because, you know. And another thing, you'd probably put these on if somebody were to really want to use a pair of these things, you'd probably want to use it in conjunction with a pair of standard handcuffs, because, you know, these can do a lot of more damage than good if you're just left with someone with their thumbs tied together. I just wouldn't see that being very safe. They could probably break a bone or something by trying to twist these off or something. So if it were really needed, you'd probably use these in conjunction with a pair of handcuffs to prevent picking or whatever, because these really do immobilize your hands, your fingers, whatever, you know. So, you know, it just adds a bit of restraint. So, but I've never tried that on, and I don't feel like wanting to. I don't want to really, actually, because that, yeah. So, you know, these, like I said, if you really want to buy a pair of these, I would definitely check your local, state, federal laws to make sure that this is legal, because, you know, you can be in a heap of trouble if you're caught with these and your country doesn't allow it, or state, local, whatever. Now, one practical use I could see for these things, say, is tying a pair of handcuffs together, like in a chain gang. Like, I don't know, taking a pair of handcuffs and then doing that to them. I guess tying it to a tether or an anchor in the wall. If you want to restrain someone to the wall, that could work. But, you know, it's I don't know. I mean, these could probably, yeah, I just have no indication of what practical use these have, but, you know, to each his own, I guess. You know, like I said, these are $7.85, I think, on handcuffwarehouse.com. And if you're in the United States, if you just buy these alone, anything I think under $9.99, you're charged only $2.99 for shipping. So like, so you know, it's a great deal if you just want to buy, you know, new Zac Tools key or whatever. These will count. So, you know, I guess if you'd like a pair, they're not too expensive, and you know, they actually feel pretty. It's a very solid feeling to these things. Like I say, you could slip them in your back pocket if you need to. Now, I'm not crazy enough to take these out anywhere, like with any of my handcuffs. You know, I'm not a crazy guy like, you know, this guy I saw at Costco yesterday walking around with a pair of handcuffs that attach his belt loop for some reason. And I don't get it. But anyways, so again, this is the Chicago Model 500 tactical thumb cuffs. I'll go ahead and put everything. Then I'll go ahead and get the there. This is all it includes right here, and as well as the keys. So I guess thank you guys for watching, and that is it.